What? Let's get back into it. I did not do that much farming because oh boy, I was like, you get like no EXP. But I did mess around with a few stuff. I did realize
I think it's safe
also
to rest here now.
accessories, they don't give you all the bonuses they say unless they're like unlocked by levels. So that might help. We have to rest at the inn. Also, there's not much to do. I think
we've helped these people just about as much as we can.
I think we need to proceed along
To need more
so
long-term
that we
aid.
can actually, you know, go back and do stuff.
What?
It seemed very abrupt and out of place.
What's that noise?
Helpin', this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion. Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsef too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganeth Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
Oh, but we gotta go collect
I bet
those
the whole
4
thing
things.
is losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated, as if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelagian seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on, we don't have much time.
What the hell is speaking with these people gonna do? Oh, we're trying to get to the other realms again, okay. Also, the second I logged off the game, yeah, that was it was entirely a second intro because now that intro plays along with the first one, like randomly. I would say just give me an airship, but like, where do you have access to fast travel? What's the point of having an airship? This doesn't help at all!
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
That's that freaking side area that I said we probably would have to come back to later. Is there magically gonna be a path there?
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zoogles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
You guys want to rest here?
Also, I think I found out, you seem to get conversations, I think, when you eat when you're hungry. It might be more beneficial to get effects that don't last, like, half an hour. That and I need to go through the recipe list, because there's apparently also titles for, making the character's favorite dish.
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Jesus, I thought I was freaking like Alphin.
And no one has to get hurt.
clanking around. I was like, I don't remember Alpha being that loud.
I knew you were stubborn. You don't have to be so damn dramatic.
I'm a bit more dopamine. If I can't heal, might as well heal myself. But you know, the main thing, his combos are weird, and he doesn't have an air dodge. And this combos being weird is more like they're rigid compared to like Alphen, where you can actually like mix it up.
All yours, Kisara. We did it! Magnificently done.
I don't know if he has a counter strike because or not like a counter, but a counter attack when you kill someone because it doesn't seem like it. That didn't do as much as I thought it would. I think the execution lifted him past the tidal wave. That's what it seems like what happened.
All yours, Kisara. Begin.
Got a lot of law on the dude because I don't know, law has a lot of like over limit buffs for the party by the looks of it. Through his titles.
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Hmm? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure, filled with memories.
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Under the XP, honestly, that's probably the most I've gotten
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you
since
learn
I
how to wield a
started
sword?
grinding Jesus.
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Danon master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Danon master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Danon techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then.
That would seem more believable if Alpin's like style actually changed since he got his
Something feels
memory
odd
back,
here.
but it hasn't.
Be on your guard.
And he lost all his memories. And it's not like he knew
No
he
wonder
could
we
use a
couldn't manage
sword.
to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
We're gonna pop out from these mountains, huh?
I'll do my best.
Back in the last place, I think the only gripe playing Dofahim is that his boost attack doesn't auto aim anymore. And his skill is actually really hard if it doesn't auto aim to hit.
Prepare to be sealed, Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
I got the freaking. This is the first time I've ever seen his rod extension.
Think we overdid it?
That's also because whenever I was fighting him, I wouldn't even get hit. Every time I tried to dodge, it was just like, I guess, really early, so it just moved out of the way.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Alright, we need to learn more about Shion and her maiden power. Or it could just be like an ancestral thing. Because even she didn't know she had it.
This one will be difficult to predict.
I never miss. One shot.
Does it hurt?
That was late.
You want me? Come get me.
Got fires.
Like, look at this. I'm just missing every fucking aerial hit. I'm going here.
For now, but things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay alert. In here. This freezing storm. Going in. Do it.
Yeah, though his arts combo together well, but that's about it. His regular attacks do not. I think it's because it's like based on the rod extension ability.
I need to be stronger. It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
This just looks like fight after fight to get to where we like a treasure.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
This one's mine.
You're being targeted.
This one's mine. Nail it, cute stuff. Going in.
I know for a fact this is gonna miss if I didn't time it well.
Commander of Heaven.
I feel like every character had a strike after an enemy died, which is weird that Dolohim does it.
Go for it. Prepare to crumble.
Think we overdid it?
Not by a long shot.
Now.
Reload. Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis.
The heavens must be smiling.
Out of our way.
The earth throbs in
Should hit, yeah, both of them. Meteor Storm. Jesus. Maybe I should have done the boost attack. That cancels it. As far as I know, Meteor Storm's like usually a super late high art magic.
There's still more to go.
I'll say the same for like, you know, Indignation now. Indignation started off as like a really strong spell. And even like Mystic Arts. But then like in Cyslodia it was just like an advanced art. And then went back to like Mystic Arts then. But even in that game, Indignation was a Mystic Art, right? Indignation, Judgment.
Huh? It's not that easy to adjust, you know.
I see supplies and other signs.
I played Dark Souls recently and I tried to roll through some barrels.
Cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Voron's forces hold themselves up.
All those Dark Souls players know what I'm talking about.
You wanna play?
I never miss.
You're mine.
I want to see some more Meteor Storm from fucking Rinwell now.
Frozen hammer.
I think Frozen Hammer has like really decent range. And I think it's also mainly too because Frozen Hammer doesn't reset to the middle.
No complaint here. Does it hurt?
A lot of these boost attacks put you reset you to the middle, like the enemy and where it hits. So if they're grouped up, it might be better just to try to use Rinwell. Because I feel like the reason why I feel like Rinwell has the best boost attacks, even looking, is that reason.
Nice.
Because Xion doesn't
scratches on my
reset
shield
either.
or my armor.
The Rinwell Xion.
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
Alpin's always so excited for new equipment, even if it's a dress. Oh, this looks like an annoying fight. 4 of these things?
Get lost.
Hopefully I can hit like 3 of them at least. Oh, I hit all of them, okay. I'm just going to Crescent Flash up a storm. I feel like that looked like I dodged this attack and should be able to counterattack, but I wasn't able to.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
I feel like Doahim's just a lot harder to do. Like perfect dodges because of his ability. Like how I feel Law's kind of harder to get high combos with because of his ability too. But it's been a while since I played as Law, so maybe I gotta replay him and see that. But I do like AI Kisara really good. Damn, I missed. I did the catapult too late. Yeah, like, Crescent Flash is so good right now too, because everything's weak against wind pretty much.
This might be some decent.
Buff Bangle. That boost on enemy defeat.
Equipment.
Anything
That's
that
not-
makes battles easier is okay by
That
me.
doesn't seem that good.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegus?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissalma, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
Dohalim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegus may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell. Are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Lenegus is the
Come
last
to
area.
think of it, what happened to those
has
4
to
lights
be.
that fell from Lenegus along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral
Are they
energy.
gonna be like giant monsters we're gonna
So
fight?
even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelegion.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... There has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the two of them have in common is that they're both Renans.
Okay, you two. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
Take a break from the cave, really, just to have the view. There's a hiking trail? This does not seem safe.
Little help.
When was the last time you went on a hike and expected to get killed?
Where are you going? Hurricane strike! This one's mine! Crescent flash! On guard!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Okay, that did not combo.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better.
Think about a better
Because I can't afford to hesitate.
mindset for playing, because I can actually see spells and counter them when they're off screen. Because I know I wasn't the best at that. Might have also be. I didn't play the Sparian between the last time this time around.
Well, looky here.
So I don't have like different controls fucking me up.
Get lost.
Damn, that was so close. Oh, everyone just killed them all. Cool.
Easy peasy. Ha hoodle.
I would say I hope we can get more art slots, but I wouldn't know how else what other button you could press, so I highly doubt that's gonna happen.
Can you take care of them?
Did he just use Icicle without a cast time? I don't know what happened with the team that we don't need any healing. Because I did not grind. I grinded for like
My fists are crushing it out there.
oh, like 20 minutes, but there wasn't even a level at that point because EXP rates are
Sure got
apparently
cold all of a
absolutely
sudden after we
terrible.
passed the peak.
Law.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Going to Cyslodia? That's the only cold place that I can think of. Also, shield on standby. Cool. His air combo doesn't even combo, like seriously.
You made quick work of them.
I have plenty of tricks up my sleeve, young lady.
I hope to see them sometime.
Can you take it? Hitting pile driver. Can you take it? Does it hurt? Don't worry, I've got plenty to go around. Elusive deity. Tornado drive.
Let's just take them back down. You do a somersault into a tornado drive, I'm pretty sure.
Flashing bang.
I think that's what I'm gonna have to do with Dobaheen.
I've been doing really great lately.
How full am I? Fuck. 2, 1, okay, yeah. I'll still take it. Lord knows I need all the life bottles I can freaking get.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
There's like 2 of them at least. Thank you. Maybe it's just Doahim, dude. Like, does he do damage or like I don't know. Oh, the weakness bonus really helps though too.
You've got pretty impressive aim there. Thought of taking up the rifle yourself? This is more my style.
That's it! Make it break! Keep going! Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
Any chance we could make the next time a little bit warmer?
Does it look like it comes with a thermostat?
It's the first time she said that.
Courteous, aren't you?
That's not the first time we finished without boost attack though. I don't think I have tornado drive on the boat.
Light burst forth!
Trapped in darkness, pierced by light.
I call it the Rindo Special.
I won't forgive you! Firmament Render! First aid! I never miss! If it's in the sky, it's mine! Death on the wind! Do it!
Keep frozen.
Hammer!
Nicely done.
Okay, resisted.
Precision like that? I'm glad you're not on the other side.
I don't know why I was bothered to tell me resisted.
Good gracious.
Supposed to be a one-hit kill. At least not normal enemies. Like the fatal strike.
Another one down.
I don't think it's called
Your
fatal.
skills are admirable.
Kisara? Yeah. Like they look similar, Kisara and Alphen, like how Rinwall and Doahim's armors look similar, but they're not the same. Oh, we're at the other side of the drawbridge.
We made it to Cyslodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
We can go finish up side quest now.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Hmm? Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
This entire squad's history is freaking sad. Jesus. Was it just me, or did that drawbridge coming down look weird? Like, it looked like the chain's angles
good.
wasn't correct.
Through here.
Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your
How
enemies.
did they not remember him?
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Rinwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, I've got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back, as soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Harros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
I sure never expected to run into Bregan.
Cyslodia's probably in good hands with him.
Yeah. Now we can focus on finding a ship.
It was a long story.
A
You could
boat,
just be
huh?
like, it broke.
Where are we gonna
GG.
find one of those? It's not the kind of thing people just leave lying around.
Especially not Renans. For an Imperial power, they never have shown much interest in maritime expansion. Still, I dare say there should be the odd small vessel here and there.
All well and good, but that structure's slap bang in the middle of the ocean. A fishing boat won't cut it.
Let's just try to find one that won't sink us halfway out, yeah? Not that it needs to be a huge galley like Almadria's or anything.
Just as well, since we've passed, let's see, literally 0 huge galleys.
All I know is we have to reach that thing in the ocean. Anything that might work, I say we try it.
We're gonna find a boat. Like, it's not Cyslodia, right? This isn't.
Thanks to Bregan, it seems
Ocean
like
back.
Ganeth Harros should be in good hands, at least.
I wonder who they'll send to look after things. It'll be someone from one of the other resistance organizations, no doubt.
They could do a whole lot worse than someone like Doc. A knowledge of medicine would go a long way there.
Wait, do you mean the old guy back in Calaglia? Ganeth Harros would be one hell of a trek from there. He'd have to get here first.
My brother's old second-in-command, Legil, would be a perfect fit, too. Pity she'll probably still have her hands tied up with work in Menancia.
Mahag Sar will be the same story. They won't have the manpower as it is, let alone enough to start exporting it.
Man, everyone's still struggling to get back on their feet, huh?
Knowing Bregan, he'll probably take things into his own hands. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys a challenge.
Thinking back on it now, though, it does kind of make you realize just how many people we've gotten to know in each of the places we visited.
That's true. And each and every connection we forged is priceless. Anyway, we can trust Bregan to take care of things from here. Come on, let's focus on the task at hand.